Did a woman command samurai in battle, riding alongside legendary warriors and striking fear into the hearts of their enemies? It sounds like something out of an anime, but history tells us it might just be true. Let's journey back to 12th century Japan to uncover the story of the most famous female warrior in the nation's history, the formidable Tomoe Gozen. Imagine the closing years of the 12th century. Japan is in turmoil, torn apart by the Genpei War, a brutal civil war between two powerful clans, the Taira and the Minamoto. This was the age of the samurai, an era defined by loyalty, honor, and the cold, hard steel of the katana. And it was in this crucible of conflict that a figure of incredible strength and skill emerged, a warrior whose legend would echo through the centuries. Tomoe Gozen is primarily known to us through a single, epic text, the tale of the Heike. This is Japan's equivalent of Homer's Iliad, a sweeping war epic that blends historical events with dramatic storytelling. It's our main source, and boy, does it paint a picture. The tale describes Tomoe as a warrior of unparalleled prowess. It says she was a remarkably strong archer, and as a swordswoman she was a warrior worth 1,000, ready to confront a demon or a god, mounted or on foot. That's a pretty glowing resume, isn't it? According to the tale, Tomoe served Minamoto no Yoshinaka, a charismatic and ambitious cousin of the eventual first shogun, Minamoto no Yoritomo. Yoshinaka was a brilliant but hot-headed general, and Tomoe was said to be one of his most trusted and capable commanders. The text describes her as being of beautiful features with white skin and long hair. But don't let that description fool you. She was no delicate court lady. She was often sent into battle first, clad in heavy armor, carrying an oversized sword and a powerful bow. She was the one to lead the charge, a true battlefield powerhouse. The historical debate around Tomoe Gozen is fascinating. While the tale of the Heike is a literary masterpiece, it's not a pure history book. It was originally an oral tradition, recited by traveling monks, and it's filled with embellished dramatic accounts to entertain audiences. Because of this, some historians question whether Tomoe was a real person or a literary creation, a symbol of the ideal warrior, whose gender was added to make the story even more compelling. Think about it. In a society as rigidly structured as feudal Japan, the idea of a woman holding a high-ranking military position was extraordinary. The samurai class had very defined gender roles, while some women, known as onna bugeisha, were trained to defend their homes with weapons like the naginata. Leading an army into battle was almost unheard of. So, was she real? While concrete, undeniable archaeological evidence like a signed piece of her armor is missing, that doesn't mean she didn't exist. Many figures from this period, even some men, have scant historical records. The account in The Tale of the Heike is so specific and detailed that many believe it must have been based on a real person, even if her exploits were exaggerated for dramatic effect. Her story might be a case of no smoke without fire. Perhaps a real, incredibly skilled female warrior existed, and her legend grew over time until she became the superhuman figure we read about today. Let's dive into her most famous moment, her last stand at the Battle of Owazu in 1184. Yoshinaka's ambition had turned his own clan against him. He was cornered, his forces dwindling, facing certain defeat. As his final moments approached, the tale of the Heike tells us that only a handful of his warriors remained, and among them was Tomoe. Yoshinaka, seeing her, supposedly told her to flee. Why? Not because she was weak, but because he felt it would be dishonorable for him, the great Minamoto no Yoshinaka, to die in the company of a woman. It's a complex moment, reflecting the rigid codes of the time. But Tomoe wasn't going to just ride away. She wanted to show her master one last time what she was capable of. The tale says she declared, "I want a worthy opponent for my last fight." Just then, a group of 30 enemy riders appeared, led by a renowned strongman from the Musashi province, Onda no Hachiro Moroshige. Tomoe charged directly at him. In a breathtaking display of strength, she rode alongside Onda, grabbed him with superhuman force and pulled him from his horse. She then pinned him against the pommel of her saddle, calmly beheaded him, and cast away the head. After this incredible feat, she removed her armor and finally fled the battlefield, disappearing from the historical record. What a way to make an exit. Her story, however, doesn't end there, because she simply vanishes from the tale of the Heike. Her fate became a subject of legend. What happened to Tomoe Gozen after Awazu? One popular version of the story says she was captured by Wada Yoshimori, a retainer of the enemy clan, and was forced to become his wife or concubine. In this telling, she bore him a son, Asahina Saburo Yoshihide, who was said to have inherited his mother's incredible strength. Another, perhaps more romantic version, tells a different tale. It claims that after Yoshinaka's death, Tomoe gave up the sword and became a Buddhist nun. She retreated to a convent, where she spent the rest of her days praying for Yoshinaka's soul, living to the ripe old age of 91. This version transforms her from a fierce warrior into a symbol of loyalty and devotion, dedicating her life to the memory of her fallen lord. We'll likely never know for sure which, if any, of these stories is true, but they show how deeply her character captured the Japanese imagination. Regardless of whether she was a real person or a literary invention, Tomoe Gozen's impact is undeniable. She has become an icon. Through the centuries, her story has been retold in countless no and kabuki plays, in woodblock prints, poems, and novels. She represents a powerful archetype, the woman who shatters expectations and excels in a world dominated by men. She embodies the ultimate warrior spirit, where skill, strength, and courage are what truly matter, not gender. In modern Japan and across the world, she continues to be a source of inspiration. You'll find her in video games, manga, and anime, often depicted as the ultimate female warrior, a testament to her enduring legacy. She challenges our preconceived notions of samurai history and proves that the story of Japan's warrior class is more complex and diverse than we often think. She reminds us that heroes can come in any form, and that legends, whether rooted in fact or fiction, hold a power all their own. Tomoe Gozen's story is not just the tale of a warrior. It's a powerful symbol of strength, defiance, and the timeless appeal of a true legend. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the past. If you enjoyed learning about the incredible Tomoe Gozen, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from history. Let me know in the comments what you think. Was Tomoe real? And who should we cover next? See you in the next video.